David Baldwin. I'd like to speak on the item for the general manager interview. The city, during the hiring the new finance director and the new city manager, used a committee form to do that I thought worked out really well. There were a couple different deviations with the city manager. With the finance director. None of the city council participated in that, but just different some employees of the city and private outside. I was one of the people that had served on both committees. When we did the city manager, the city council members that participated, as well as some staff and outside people. So the city manager one was a little bigger form. I think they had, I think there were 12 involved with that. When they did the finance director, there were like 6. But it worked very well in the way that what we did is we had a fixed set of questions. There were 10 questions. You didn't deviate from the questions. And basically, with the city manager, I thought it was really nice because we had 3 small groups, and we had three candidates, and they just rotated between the 3. And I don't know how many candidates you're going to bring it down to, but that way you have a set of questions. The groups work independently. They're not really influenced by anybody's other follow-up questions, and you're only ask any follow-up questions that were pertinent to an answer to a specific question. You couldn't go ad hoc in anything else. So it's just a suggestion. The city did it, I thought, very well. I thought it came out with a very good outcome and got a lot of both staff and public input into who they hired. Thank you.
Thank you. Dave, may I add a little bit to that?
Pardon me?
I agree with you. It was
yeah.
a great program.
Yeah.
I'd just like to add 1 or 2 things to that too. So because we're trying to figure out how we want to do this. So what Mr. Balk was talking about is exactly what happened, and I think it was extremely good. The one thing I just wanted to mention, there was a point value given to each one of the questions, and each one of the interviewers would write down their numbers, and they would be kept confidential, and then they would be tallied, and that would give you a total number for each candidate. Everyone
was scored, so there was a scorecard.
Right.
Everybody scored the scorecard, and you could make comments on it, but they really didn't care about the comments except for the scorecard.
Right.
So, and on the city manager, when they hired the city manager, I was in a group. We each had our groups, and our group came up with a different than the winner. It wasn't that the winner wasn't, we didn't like the winner, but we kind of came up with a different winner than actually came over. So it wasn't an influence. So everybody scored the 3 groups, and I think the 3 groups isolated with the score worked out the best. That was my take on the thing. It takes a few more people, but it gets more participation. And like I said, I don't know if you're going to come down to 3, 4, or however many final candidates you have, but the number of people I think on this committee need to be kind of established by the number of final candidates you have. So I mean, if you're going to have 6 final candidates, I think you can have a bigger committee than if you have 3. So, but I think Carl was exactly right. I mean, with the scoring, and we have a set of 6 that we had 10 questions, and it worked out really well.